Okay, so now we're ready to glue up the wood blank to the metal core. Again, can't really overemphasize how important it is to make sure that this is free to rotate. We've got about a 40 or 50 thousandths difference between the ID of the wood and the OD of the metal core. It's not captured between the rims here. It's free to rotate. We want this to be able to float, and for this reason we're using this Liquid Nails Home Projects adhesive. This is a flexible adhesive when it's cured, unlike CA or some epoxies, which would be a rigid epoxy inside here. We really want the wood to be able to shrink and grow with humidity. Even though we've gone through and done all the stabilizing, this still will move a little bit, and it's important to make sure we have this flexibility in there for this to float. So I've got some degreasing solution for the metal core. I want to make sure we clean off any oils that might be on there. We'll degrease that, we'll apply the adhesive, and then we'll clamp it together. So now that I've got it press fit in here, this is my method for getting it off. I was just sort of tapping it on the corner, not too hard, on a soft surface. Comes apart fairly easy. Some cores come apart easier than others. This is a pretty precision machined core, and just a couple thousandths of an inch will cause quite a difference in fit. So let's sort of clean these guys up. Make sure we get this, we're using this Xylol. You can use acetone or alcohol. I prefer this. Kind of smelly stuff, but it evaporates pretty fast, and I know it does a good job of cleaning. So we're going to take just a cotton rag here and wipe down in the grooves. Make sure we wipe all this off. There's a groove on the inside here. We're going to wipe with my fingernail. I'm just cleaning out anything that might be inside of there. So we'll take this other piece here. Wipe this guy off. Again, we'll wipe this groove with my fingernail. For oily woods, you're going to want to take a little bit of this degreasing solution. Just dip it in here, and you'll want to wipe the inside of the wood. Since this is oak and it's pretty dry, it's not an oily wood, I'm not going to do that, and we're going to glue it right up. If you're going to wipe this and wipe off any oils, you'd want to let it sit for 10 or 20 minutes, make sure it's completely evaporated before you go to the next step. Okay, so now we've got this all degreased, and again, following the tutorial, we'll apply a pretty good bead of adhesive to the inside of the wood. It's about an 1/8 inch bead that I'm putting on the inside here. You know, and this is kind of like when you're doing a large PVC pipe fitting, you know, you put the glue on both pieces. If you're using inch and a half or smaller, you can get away with putting it on only one. But following that same sort of trick, we'll put the adhesive on the wood. Okay, and then I don't know if it really matters which one. I usually choose this half to put the adhesive on next. Okay, now I'm going to just put it again about an 1/8 inch bead up, kind of close to the top here if I can. I mean, it's not all that important, but There we go. So now we got a good amount of adhesive all the way around here. I'm not going to smear that one, so I'm going to insert and start rotating. Okay. You can see while we're doing a video, this would be hard to describe all this in writing. So I rotated about 360 degrees. There's a lot of squeeze out. In the tutorial I talk about just leaving it. In general, I leave most of the adhesive in place there. Okay. So now I'll again apply same kind of amount right here on this interface area. I'd rather have too much adhesive than not enough. Again, we're making a very nice high dollar piece of jewelry. We want to take our time and care, make sure this is going to be a nice durable product for the... So, and again, I'm rotating as I'm inserting it. You can see the glue is kind of getting everywhere. And now I'm pressing it together. Make sure I press evenly. And we'll get all this glue off after it sets up. We'll get it off tomorrow. Okay, so now I've got some different types of clamps. So we'll clamp one side. We'll go 180 degrees out. Clamp the other side. And just for good measure, I put some of these other little clamps in here. And that guy is glued. So it's ready to go. And you know, I could still rotate the wood. If I wanted to, I could sit, even though this is clamped, this wood is slowly rotating right there. That's exactly what you want. You want to be able to, this wood to be floating in there. There we go.